He had given his heart like a man, but it had broken like a little boy's.
Rob and John's been each other's shadows since forever. Rob wouldn't see a gal of John.
Bessie harbored secret feelings for Rob and wrote a letter. I don't think she ever intended for anyone to see that letter, but her father found it and showed it to John. John ran off, and I think he was crying.
You go through your life trying to take in your troubles and not study them too close so you can go on living. But I don't reckon nothing hurts like the hurt your babies feel.
Miss Alice says that fine china, when it's broke, gets twice as strong with the mending.
It's still broke. I know where my boy is.
Ain't never going back to that school. Don't care what you say.
I ever tell you how I met your pa?
Out of singing, I believe.
He cut those blue eyes over at me. I'll tell you, it made my heart jump. I fell in love with him right then and there. Never stopped.
Know that, Mama. Some folks is true for life. Some has manners of a polecat.
One summer, before we was wed, your daddy started drinking moonshine with Bob Allen. And one Saturday night, he and Bob Allen found themselves down in Alpeno at a drinking house. There's a woman there. She wore a red stain on her lips. Not much else. And she danced with the men for a nickel a song. Your daddy took a shine to her, something fierce. I guess there was a differentness in her that called out to the differentness in him. And I broke my heart, seeing your daddy pine for a dance hall woman from Alpeno. But I didn't give up. A person can't help who they love, be it a summer night or a lifetime.
How did you forgive him, Mama?
I knew. Oh, he might have had that dancing woman on his brain. But it was my name written on his heart. And yourn, and Sadie's, Lulu's, Clara's, Leaston, and my two wee babes in heaven.
Morning. Morning, teacher. Howdy, teacher. Howdy. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
The others aren't coming.
I'm so sorry, David.
We'll get them back. Somehow. We did before.
I could resign. Maybe that would convince Kyle Coburn.
No.
David, he saw us. It may be the only way.
God knows, Christy, you did nothing wrong. I was too forward. It was my fault. I'll think of something.
He's very talented, Mr. Allen.
And what's talented got to do with milling on this mountain?
Rob soaks up learning like a sponge. Please let him come back.
I need him to work with me.
Depriving a boy like Rob of an education is like depriving a flower of water.
Well, my boy ain't no flower, miss. Flowers get stepped on. He's better off being a rock.
He's a writer, Mr. Allen.
And what good's that done him? You know, I recollect he used to be happy to be here at home. Tain't no more. He goes off yonder to that school and comes back a-pining for places that he ain't never gonna see.
You can't stop a boy from dreaming.
Well, I better. This ain't the city, Missy. This here's Cutter Gap. Writer men don't live here.
But don't you want your son to be his best
What I
self?
want is for my boy to survive. Best way he can.
Can't hide nobody at school. Just us and the Spencers. I'll give you a letter to John.
What'd he do?
Tore it up.
Before he read it?
Tell me what you like. It's about Bonnie Prince Charlie, ain't it?
Go on now and get.
Come home, Rob. It's getting dark and it's raining. Mom don't like us out at dark. Ghosts come out at dark.
I got my work to do.
Come home. I'll help you. You always help me.
I don't want your help, I don't need it, and I don't want it. And I don't want you. None of you. Now go home.
Rob, wait up. Rob! I'm sorry I made you mad. Wait up, Rob. Wait up.
Where's little Burl?
Ain't he with you?
Oh my God.
Temptation. Jesus taught us to pray. Lead us not into temptation.
I
We
could
are
see
tempted
Kyle
by the
Coburn
world
puff
and
up
her
like a rooster.
pleasures
The preacher
every
was
day.
obviously taking his side.
Even Jesus
thought.
himself was tempted. But he understood the power of love and the grace of forgiveness. If Jesus can love and forgive a world that would put him to death, why can't we forgive each other? I say be tempted. Be tempted to love each other as he loved us.
Little Burl. We searched all night. We can't find him.
They're all going to search the Taylors and the Allens.
They'll put aside their differences, for a while at least.
I just saw Mary Allen down the road, nearly hysterical. Little Burl is missing.
His father took Rob Allen out of school. Rob went off to be by himself. Little Burl followed him into the woods and got lost.
Those dreams you encourage have a high price.
Neil, don't turn your worry into anger. This is not Miss Huddleston's fault.
It's all right, Miss Alice.
No, it is not all right.
Miss Alice is right. I was being unfair. I apologize, Miss Huddleston.
I accept.
I'll cover the gap to the north. Can you take the south?
Our horse knows it blindfolded. But we will both keep our eyes peeled. He has an interesting acquaintance with Dr. McNeil.
It's not interesting in the least.